In this video, we are going to talk about system software. System software is a collection of programs designed to control the hardware parts of a computer and other application software. In simple terms, it acts as an interface between the computer hardware and the user. Why an interface? You and I can communicate fluently in English, but the computer does not understand English. The computer only understands machine language, that is the binary language, zeros and ones. To resolve this, an interpreter is required in between. The work of the interpreter is to convert the human instructions to machine understandable form that the computer can understand, and that is basically the system software. There are different types of system software. We have the operating system, the language processors, device drivers. Let's look into each and every one of them. We have the operating system. The operating system is the program that controls the execution of application programs and also acts as an interface between the user and the computer hardware. Operating systems used in computers and laptops are: we have the Windows operating system, the Mac operating system, and the Linux operating system. We also have operating systems for our mobile phones, and these include the Android operating system and the Apple iOS. Language processors. We've seen earlier that computers or machines understand only binary language. These are zeros and ones. This can mean absence of an electronic signal or presence of an electronic signal. It can also mean either low or a high signal, or it can mean on and off. That is simply zeros and ones. Language processors are required to convert all human instructions into machine understandable instructions. This is a binary language. It is a low-level machine language. It is the language that a machine understands. When interacting with a computer, that is the human-machine interaction, there are three types of languages. We have the high-level language, we have the assembly language, and we have the machine level language, which is the low level language. High level languages. These are some of the high level languages. We have the C programming, the JavaScript, the C#, Java programming, Python, HTML, and the cascading style sheets. These are programming languages that we are used to. They use English like words and mathematical operations, and they are independent of machines. The assembly language. This language introduces a layer of abstraction by defining mnemonics. What are mnemonics? These are English like words or symbols used to denote a long string of zeros and ones. Now, the assembly language contains mnemonic codes for the corresponding machine language. It simply translates it to the opposite or to the next machine language code. Binary codes. Machine language is also called a low-level language. It is nothing but the binary code or the binary strings of zeros and ones. This is the language that the machine understands. Unlike high-level language, it is completely machine-dependent. With us, this is a source code. And since a machine cannot understand the source code, which is the program written in the high-level programming languages like Java and C++, then the language processors now translate the machine language or the source code into the object code. Object code or machine code is a set of instructions in the machine readable form. Language processors, this, as we have seen, they are the system software that convert the source code to object code. And there are three types of language interpreters or processors. We have the assembler. The assembler translates the assembly language into machine level language. We have the interpreter, which translates high-level programs into machine-level programs, but line by line. Then we have the compiler. Compiler translates high-level language into machine-level language, but it does it at a go rather than line by line as done by the interpreter. So note the difference between an interpreter and a compiler. It is very clear. We'll learn more about this in the coming videos, more so in the programming sessions. Device drivers. When an hardware is provided from the creator or an owner, it is accompanied by a software. This software tells the computer's operating system exactly how to work with that given hardware. And this is what we call a device driver. For example, peripheral devices like the printers, the scanners, the mouse, the keyboards, the Bluetooth speakers, which are attached externally to the system, they all have a specific driver associated with it. Utility software. These are softwares that maintain, configure, analyze, and optimize the computer. The utility software is actually a cross between the system software and the application software. Examples of the utility software include, we have the antivirus software, the disk management tools, the file management tools, the compression tools, and the backup tools. In this video, we have now learned about the system software. We have learned on the types of the system software and how they work. In the next video, we will tackle the generation of computers.